now it's my turn to talk about Lola Claring. Lola Claring was the only Lola I had grown up with. She's the second most beautiful woman I had known since the day I was born. As far as I could remember, she was the one who looked after me since I was a baby until I was quite independent around 6 years old. I only had happy and fun memories with Lola. Lola was very superstitious. In fact, when I was about 3 years old, I embarked on a very dangerous journey on my own from Bliss Village in Kalumpang to Mindanao State University, Fatima campus. And I remember I wore my best outfit that day, and I knew Lola was checking on me in the bedroom from time to time. But she had other chores to do, so kinahanglan pa siya maglaba. And that time I was wearing the bracelet she put on my arm. You know the bracelet, the the red circular bracelets that parents usually put on on the wrist of their children. So I had that one too. It was Lola. I remember it was Lola who put it on my arm, on my wrist, that would supposedly protect me from evil spirits. But that day I outsmart her, and I escaped. I went to that journey that I mentioned earlier. And when she realized I was nowhere in the house, she was hysterical and asked for help from our neighbors. So, gipangita ko nila, and she was really crying. Finally, since dili pa ko niya makita gihapon, she surmised I was taken by a nilalang called Duende. And then when I got home safely that day, I saw her crying, and then she hugged me really tight. After that, she made sure she put on lana all over my body, at my back, everywhere. So I felt very oily, but um, it was a good one. And also, she put an amulet or like anting-anting around my neck so that no other nilalang would befriend me and take me away from the family. But that was very effective because I've never been taken by any out of this world creatures ever since or since then. And also, Lola Claring was the best hilot in town. Whenever I got sick, she would gently massage my back, my extremities, my arms and legs, and it really felt so good that sometimes I pretended to get sick. But one day she said, "Okay, I will mix this royal true orange and the egg yolk." And I said, "Oh Lola, never mind. I'll just take the aspilet. I don't like that." So that was a funny one. And Lola was also very protective of her apos, and if she and she if she could provide you with anything you wanted, she would try to do so. And I remember there was one time during the initial stage of my puberty, nalapsan ko. I was visiting Lola at Uncle Danny's house, and nalapsan ko. And I said, "Lola, could you help me? I don't know what to do." So she said, "Okay, come here, Pinay," because Pinay was the nickname she made for me. That was her idea, to call me Pinay since I was a baby. So she said, "Okay, come on, Pinay." So she opened her wardrobe, and then I saw several boxes of really new, unused panties. I said, "Lola, how come you did not use it? I knew you bought this many years ago. How come you didn't use it?" So, "Oh no, don't mind it," she said. So I said, "Oh my God, Lola was hoarding a lot of panties." And I saw also those those blankets. I was thinking why Lola was hoarding a lot of blankets, panties, and dusters. And then I realized maybe Lola was just being a Girl Scout, or simply because she outlived, or she had gone through World War II. So maybe just in case a war comes again. So maybe so that she'll be prepared siya, preparado siya. So mauto akong nahuna-hunaan. Maybe she was just being a Girl Scout. She was just preparing of some emergency cases or whatever. And um, lastly, what I could not forget about Lola is her cooking, was her cooking, and all her wonderful recipes like the budbud. Oh my gosh, her budbud is was the best of all. I've been to Negros, and they also have those budbud of theirs, but Lola's budbud was the best, or what they call it, suman, maybe in Tagalog, suman. But I knew it was budbud. Also, her biko was the best. And the batchoy, my gosh, the batchoy was very heavenly. Perting lami agyud, way makapildi sa iyang batchoy. The only thing I regret was I failed to ask about her recipes, which, I could use here. Sometimes I feel very homesick, and na-miss na ko ang mga food na ginaluto ni Lola. How I wish I knew how to cook this recipes, or this food. Lola will always be alive in my heart. I'm not the person I am today without her care, without her tender loving care, and without her influence. Lola, I know you found peace na there with Papa God. I know you're in a happy place where daghan orchids and maybe some imelda grass sa kilid-kilid. Lola, watch over us always, and I love you so much, and thank you for loving my husband. Dili Vincer ha, Vincent iyang pangalan. Thank you for loving Vincent and my two buutan na kids na sila Violet and Joshua. Thank you for loving them unconditionally. And we're going to pray for you always. You're in our hearts. So that's the Lola Claring I had known. I love her so much. Thank you for listening to my eulogy.